All right, good evening, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host with the most misunderstood lonely nomad, man who holds the back doors of the Q5 and N24 buses, unstoppable independent podcaster, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are rocking with the 314th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. This a comedy space for wild, wild, fun, crazy, fun topics. In entertainment news, there's music news, including hip hop, along with transit, along with everything else in between. And sorry for the little tongue tied thing there, but anyway, yes, we're live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube, and aside of myself, it's the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. I do apologize for a little difficulty for trying to post episode 313. Um, Unfortunately, it was a little difficulty saying that the video has to be like a minute long. So I am going to do a little recap on episode 313 as far as the previous topics that I just talked about before we get into this episode right here. So, um, so if you are new to the channel and you miss any episodes whatsoever, don't worry, I got you back. All you need to do is go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me alongside with alerts. So you will be notified on when each podcast recording is going to start, which includes the date, the month, the day, and the time, and alongside with when it'll be posted and uploaded to the YouTube channel page. All right. So leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, and of course, more live video content of the podcast episodes. Of course, new and previous. And be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't worry. And of course, um, share the videos, share the episodes. You can also download the episodes, but not only download, but you can also add it to your playlist, whether you have Spotify, Odyssey, whether you have Amazon Music, Deezer, Castbox FM, alongside with iHeartRadio, YouTube, and other streaming platforms on wherever you get your podcasts. All right. Um, that way, if you add the podcast to your playlist, you'll be notified on when each new episode will be dropping. So it'll really help. All right. Yes. So leave a like and a comment along with the episodes and topics being discussed. Tell a friend to another friend, and now I'll handle the rest at the end of this show right here and the recording. All right. So let me go over let me do a little recap of episode 313 before I even go on to um the segment of the New York Mass Transit File segment. So let me go over let's go over the let's go over this actually. So in um in episode 313, I talked about various topics, which includes a breakdown on the Rumble app and the benefits behind it, the New York City subways getting better, Armadale shooting, Lauren Hill late ass again, Rodway fans ran across the stage, Michael Strahan, 21 wipeout moments of 2023. Mike Jones takes this Taylor Swift route following NLE Chopper. The Weekend postpones his tour. Dr. Phil makes his return to TV with a new media network. Questlove and the Balvenie launches the craft of holiday entertaining. And I did cover a little bit of a little eat and drink topic. In case you didn't see episode 313, you can watch it here on YouTube right here. Um, so there you have it right there. And now that I got that out the way, um, what do you say we go to our our main particular our main particular yes, our main particular segment right here, which is the New York Mass Transit Files, man. We got a little transit talk to talk about right here. So let's get into it right here, right now. All right. Um, okay. All right. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get into it right here. Okay. Here's what's happening here. And I believe this was prior to last month. But anyway, let's do a little recap of what happened last month. So, according to the New York Post, after a years long delay, the second phase of the Second Avenue subway extension is set to get underway thanks to a $3.4 billion injection from the federal government. This phase of the project will continue the line north into East Harlem from 96th Street to 125th Street and includes three new stations at 106th, 116th, and 125th Streets. Um, every Yes, so let me hold on a second. Every dollar we need to build this is now here. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said at a news conference in Harlem Saturday morning. The total cost, the co- excuse me, the cost total is expected to be $7.7 billion. Wow. When the work is done, 300 people in the transit desert of East Harlem will benefit, he added. Last week, Schumer and Representative Adriano um Espal Espalat Adriano Espalat announced a full funding grant agreement with the Federal Transit Administration. On Saturday, they gathered near the Harlem 125th Street station with U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg, Governor Kathy Hochul, MTA General Weaver, and other officials to sign it. Um, okay, so there's more. About 30 union laborers were also in attendance, many in hard hats and fluorescent laborers local 731 jerseys. The grant application for the project has been in limbo since 2018. Um, though former President Donald Trump voiced support for it, his administration declined to give it the go ahead. in 2021, Hoka pledged to resume the project. The first phase of the project, which extended Q subway service from 63rd Street to 96th Street along Manhattan's East Side, wrapped in 2017. A specific date for construction was not announced, but the project is expected to take around 8 years once it does begin. Lever said that um, procurement to relocate the old utilities beneath Second Avenue is underway. Um, okay. Water, sewers, and electric utilities are currently located underground and must be transported away from the construction zone, according to MTA plans. The MTA did not immediately respond to an inquiry about impending road and transit closures related to the work, but in plans has said it is trying to minimize the impacts. Construction for this phase will also include excava- excavation for the new tunnel and station entrances, and ancillary buildings, and connections to the 456 subway at Lexington Avenue. A post investigation in March built upon New York University research revealed how the MTA's excessive design for stations twice as big as necessary compound with cost disadvantages due to union work rules and local regulations. More complex projects in Europe's oldest cities cost a fraction of this new phase of work. On Saturday, Buttigieg was asked if he was worried that the plug could get pulled on the project down the road. We're determined not to let that happen, but it is something that's on our radar, he told reporters. Um, Building in New York ain't cheap, and we all know that, Lever noted. But with the Second Avenue subway phase two, you get the lowest cost per writer of any major rail project in the United States. Notably absent from the news conference was Mayor Eric Adams, who canceled a recent trip to Washington D.C. amid a federal probe into donations made to his campaign. A piece of paper with his name. Hang on a second. Um, a piece of. Hold on a second. Um, yes, a piece of paper. Hang on a second. Yes, a piece of paper with his name on it, 2 chairs down from Hochul, remain empty. Um, yeah, so that's that. Let's see. Let's see. So okay, let's talk. All right, let's talk. All right, we're gonna get into something that is okay. Let's get into chatting on the jazz. Um, right here, and this is pertaining to Spotify. Um, let's get into it right here. Now, I didn't even know about the layoffs from Spotify, which I probably should have add that to the topic description, but I may look into that right here. So here it is, chatting on the jazz. Okay, Spotify. Get into Spotify. Um, just a sec. All right, let's get into Spotify. Um, okay, um, all right, so a spokesperson for Spotify, according to Double XL Mag website, has released the following statement to Double XL in regard to reports of their new royalty model. We're always hang on a minute. We're always evaluating how we can best serve artists and regularly discuss with partners ways to further platform platform integrity. Um Spotify will reportedly change their royalty model beginning in 2024 and will only pay out artists for songs that have gotten at least 1,000 streams. Spotify makes new minimum annual threshold for streams. Um, the digital streaming platform world is forever evolving. On Sunday, November 5th, Music Business Worldwide reported Spotify adjust will adjust their royalty model starting in the first quarter of next year. Beginning in January, songs must garner at least 1,000 streams annually in order to register royalty payments. Damn, 1,000 streams? Damn. Damn, you really making that shit harder. And making that shit really harder. Here's the question I have here. Would you make why would Spotify make it harder for music artists to get royalty payments? Instead, you gotta wait for 1,000 streams. Like seriously, like why? Why? That's crazy, man. This is the craziest shit that I ever heard in my life, though, man. And I have to say, man, this is just beyond an epic fail right here. All right. All right. Yeah, this is crazy, man. And wow. Wow. I mean, wow. Um okay. So sources tell MBW the move is designed to demonetize a population of tracks that today on average earn less than 5 cents per month. Um, this will reportedly allow Spotify to re reallocate $40 million from songs that do not meet the threshold to songs that do. Hmm, interesting. Um, often, often, these micropayments aren't even reaching human beings. Aggregators frequently require a minimum level of payout streaming royalties before they allow any artist to withdraw the money. The source tells MBW, we're talking about tracks whose royalties aren't hitting those minimum levels, leaving their Spotify royalty payouts sitting idle in bank accounts. Um, and millions of songs were never played on DSPs in 2020. So back in April, it was revealed uh, there were 38 million songs uploaded to the platform like Spotify and Apple Music that were never played in 2022. DSPs are also having to deal with the new AI issue, which is artificial intelligence. In May, Spotify revealed it had removed tens of thousands of AI, artificial intelligence, produced songs from their platform following complaints from major record labels. Hmm. Well, um, well, let's see. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the rappers and hip hop artists who sold their publishing for huge payouts. Okay, starting with Dr. Dre, $250 million. Future, $75 million. Metro Boomin, $75 million. Chuck D from Public Enemy, um, uh, um, to be determined. Um, Iggy Azalea, eight figures. The Dream, $23 million. Um, Timberland, um, to be determined. Um, Little Wayne, Young Money, $100 million. Murder Beats, to be determined. Zaytoven, undisclosed. Manny Fresh, undisclosed. Logic, eight figures. Nelly, $50 million. Wiz Khalifa, also not applicable. All right, and speaking of Spotify, I didn't even know about this too, man. So they really laid off some workers. Hang on a minute here. Okay, Spotify laid off workers. Oh boy. That's crazy, man. Hang on a second. Who's on here? All right. All right there. Um okay, let's see. So this was talked about last week. According to NPR, the music streaming giant Spotify has announced it's cutting 17% of its workforce in a dramatic move aimed at slashing costs. In a demo, excuse me, in a memo addressed to staff, CEO Daniel Eck said it was critical that the company right size its financial situation after hiring too many people in 2020 and 2021 when capital was cheaper. The Spotify of tomorrow must be defined by being relentlessly resourceful in the ways we operate, innovate, and tackle problems. Eck wrote, this kind of resourcefulness transcends the basic definition. It's about preparing for our next phase where being lean, hang on. Yes, being lean um is not just an option but a necessity. Um This latest round of cuts, the third this year, equates up to about 1,500 jobs, according to a CNBC score no, source. Yeah, CNBC source that said the Swedish company currently employs about 9,000 people across more than 40 global office locations. Damn, son. You gotta feel bad for the workers, man, getting laid off and shit. You really do. You really do, man, and that sucks. All right. So across the tech industry, excuse me, tens of thousands of positions have been cut in the last year as a slandemic era boom continues to fade. According to the tech job tracker, layoffs, FYI, more than 250,000 tech workers have been laid off since the start of the year. Still, the size of the Spotify cuts may feel surprisingly large for the moment. Eck wrote. Um, the company posted $34 million in operating income during the third quarter earnings call, its first quarterly profit since 2021. Ooh, ooh, that's crazy, man. This is the craziest shit that I ever heard from a streaming platform to be laying off people, and that fucking sucks. So that sucks, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, lower personnel costs driven by two small rounds of cuts was one of the factors cited for saving costs. The company cut 6% of its workforce, about 600 employees, in January. It laid off another 2% of staff, roughly 200 roles, in June. As at the same time, Spotify raised prices on its subscription plans and set a lofty goal to reach a billion users by 2023. It currently has over 570 million of them, a little less than double the number of listeners the platform attracted in 2020. The company has also shared its vision to go beyond music and expand in audiobooks and podcasting, a space that's feeling a financial strain and steep competition for both listeners and advertisers. Since 2019, Spotify has spent close to $1 billion buying up podcasting studios, signing exclusive deals with celebrity hosts, and most recently investing in generative um, AI, aka artificial intelligence ad creation. Oh gosh, no. But all this investment has come with high profile headaches and still failed to turn a profit. The company's layoffs in June were specifically focused on downsizing its podcast division. As of as of 8:30 a.m. on Monday, Spotify shares were up about 5% in pre-market trading. Departing employees will be offered approximately 5 months of severance pay, plus healthcare coverage, vacation pay, immi- immigration support, and 2 months worth of career search assistance, according to X statement. Wow. Yeah. That has to be more of a headache though, man, you know what I'm saying? Okay, speaking of a headache, man. Man, I know everybody's been talking about this on their podcast and stuff about on what went down with Melissa Barrera. Even YouTubers of the screen of fans of the Scream franchise basically reacted in anger and outrage and stuff like that. But here's what's going on here, man. And you know, I did not want to do the Israel thing, but the only reason why I picked this topic was in regards to the firing of Melissa Barrera. So here's what's happening here. Actress Melissa Barrera has been fired from the next Scream film sequel after its makers said her Palestinian social media posts were anti-Semitic. The star has posted regularly about the Israel-Gaza conflict, including resharing one post that accused Israel of genocide and ethnic cleansing. I don't know why she would use those words, but um, that's beyond me. But I think the wording was a little off though for some people. Production company Spyglass said it has zero tolerance for anti-Semitism. Meanwhile, Susan Sarandon has been dropped by her Hollywood agency after speaking at a pro-Palestinian rally. Sarandon, who started in Thelma and Louise, has not commented on her situation. On Wednesday evening, Mexican actress Barrera defended her comments. Posting on Instagram, she wrote, in quote, I believe a group of people are not their leadership and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray I pray day and night for no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. I will continue to speak out for those that need it most and continue to advocate for peace and safety, for human rights and freedom. Silence is not an option for me. Before her departure was announced, Barrera reshared a quote from another account on her Instagram story, which read, "At the end of the day, I'd rather be excluded for who I include than be included for who I exclude." That post has been interpreted by some of her followers as a reference to her being sacked from this film. Barrera has led the previous two Scream movies and has also starred in the recent screen version of Carmen and the 2021 adaptation of stage musical In the Heights, which flopped. Um, Other posts shared by Barrera in recent weeks have included one about distorting the Holocaust, which I think she took it a little too far on that one. To boost the Israeli arms industry, and another saying Gaza was currently being treated like a concentration camp. That's a little extreme. Um, In a statement released to Variety, a spokesman for Screen 7 production company Spyglass said its stance was unequivocally clear. Well, yeah, this is just crazy though, man. But you know, yeah, hold on, man. This is just crazy. And I hate to be the person to say this, but this isn't about this is not about free speech, okay? Here's let me break down what free speech is pertaining to. This is pertaining to protections from the government. It has nothing to do with um it has nothing to do with people liking your comments, not liking what you said. It's not about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about free speech is that there's always limitations. And I want to and I gotta say, from what John Campier, a fellow YouTuber and podcaster, who said that um about the whole Melissa Barrera situation, is that if you are under a if you're under a company and under somebody or whatever, and you're the face of it, you're basically you're basically you like you're basically making them look bad. You know what I'm saying? And you're basically trying to drag everybody in the business down, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And funny thing is, why are a lot of celebrities speaking up about this if they don't have any solutions to solve this mess? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, I get that you want to express yourself in terms of what's going on in Gaza, in terms of the terrible things Hamas is doing or whatever. But at the same time, you gotta have a solution to back it up. Otherwise, you're just full of talk. You're basically full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't really do politics on my podcast, because number one, it's always it's always somebody trying to force somebody to choose a side. It's not about sides. You know what I'm saying? It's not about sides. It's not about sides at all, man. And I'm not gonna get into any further on what side do I pick. I'm not gonna do that. All right. So, yeah. Was it wrong for Spyglass to fire Melissa Barrera? Uh it's a tricky thing, man. It's really tricky right there. But at the end of the day, folks, they are a, a fucking business. And from what I've heard from certain YouTubers, it's not about liking the person. It's about making money. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're a film company, and I don't think film creators and stuff like that shouldn't be blamed for all this shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just trying to be neutral here. So yeah, I'm just trying to be neutral here, folks. So, you know, it's just man, and I don't know about a lot of people who say that they're not gonna see Scream 7, but you know how people would actually say that they're boycotting something, but they really don't go through with it. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that sometimes they could be full of talk. They could be full of shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there you have it right there, man. Um, all right, so it said we have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including the false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. Christopher Landon, who is expected to direct Scream 7, stylized as Scream, um, what is it, Scream 6, um, appeared to reference, no, hold on. Stylized as Scream, what is it? Yes, Scream 7. Yes. Appeared to reference the situation on social media. In a deleted and since deleted post on X, he said, "Everything sucks. Stop yelling. This is not my decision to make." The Scream franchise was rebooted in 2022, with the fifth film taking $137 million at the box office and the sixth earning $169 million as well. Barrera played Sam Carpenter in the films. The older sister of Tara, played by Jenna Ortega, who basically said that she couldn't do the Scream 7 film because she has not only Wednesday, but also she has a Beetlejuice sequel that she has to film too. So, you know, prior to all this, she did all this. Jenna Ortega did all this was way before the firing of Melissa Barrera. This was way before the firing. So anyway, the rebooted films also starred Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and Neve Campbell reprising their original roles. Deadline reports that Ortega will not be returning for Scream 7 due to a scheduling conflict. Barrera's firing followed news that um, actress Sarandon has been dropped by talent agency UTA. She has been criticized for telling the rally last week there are a lot of people that are afraid of being Jewish at this time and are getting a taste of what it feels like to be a Muslim in this country so often subjected to violence. Well, she went too far too. She's way off, man. Hold on. And shouts to Queen's Finest 886, man. Shouts to Dominique in the building. I hope everything's all right with work and your weekend and your vacations. All right. I hope you enjoyed your vacation in Antigua. anyway, um, let me just continue on. She also said people were educating themselves. People are stepping away from brainwashing that started when they were kids. Sarandon encouraged attendees to be strong, be patient, be clear, and stand with anybody who has the courage to speak out. A senior figure at another Hollywood agency, Maha Dakhil of CAA, has also had backlash for Instagram posts about the conflict, one of which said, uh, hang on a second here. Yeah, one which said that um what's more heartbreaking than witnessing genocide? Witnessing the denial that genocide is happening. As a result, Ms. Dockhill was relieved of her duties as co-chief the motion pictures department, although she was allowed to remain an agent. According to Variety, the and other trade publications, uh, one of her most famous clients, Tom Cruise, made it known to CAA that he was backing Ms. Dockhill. Cruise reportedly met her at the agency's office last week to show his support for Ms. Dockhill in person. The conflict began when Gaza-based gunmen from Hamas attacked southern Israel on October 7th, killing about 1,200 people and taking about 240 others hostage. Israel launched a military operation to destroy Hamas in response. More than 14,000 people in Gaza have been killed, according to the Hamas-run government. Israel and Hamas have now agreed to a deal to release 50 hostages being held in Gaza during a 4-day pause in fighting. I think they released more than 50 if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, though. Um, there is another. There is another. There is another story about this too, man. There's more to this actually. Hold on a second. Let me just do. Hold on a minute here. Yeah. That was from BBC. BBC. And this is according to Variety, actually. So, Spy Media Group initially declined comment when Variety broke the news that the company had dropped Melissa Barrera from the cast of Screen 7. But now the production banner behind the hit horror franchise's revival is pushing back on a narrative that has quickly um, coalesced around the decision that Barrera was fired for showing support for the Palestinian cause. Instead, a spokesperson clarifies that Barrera's posts were interpreted as anti-Semitic. Spyglass stance is unequivocally clear. We have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism or the incitement of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech. A Spyglass spokesperson tells Variety, in the wake of the October 7th Hamas terror attacks and Israel's subsequent attacks on Gaza, Barrera has been posting on her Instagram about the conflict, resharing the post that accuses Israel of genocide and ethnic cleansing. Um, and I think she did more than that too. Um, and from and one from Jewish Currents magazine about distorting the Holocaust to boost the Israeli arms industry. Um, Spyglass quickly cut ties with the In the Heights after following the post. Let me see. Following the post, let's see. Yeah, so Barrera was slated to star in the next Scream outing after leading the fifth and sixth entries over the past 2 years. Um, Barrera is no longer working with a publicist. Variety has reached out to a manager for Barrera for a response. Filmmaker Christopher Landon, who is slated to take over directing duties on Scream 7 after Matt Bettinelli opened and Tyler Gillette stepped away after steering the franchise revival. Initially offered a statement on Barrera's exit, though his post on X, formerly known as Twitter, has now been deleted. Yes, everything sucks. Stop yelling. This wasn't my decision. Hold on. Melissa Barrera is breaking her silence a day after being fired from Scream 7 over social media posts she made about the Israel Hamas war that producer Spyglass Media Group deemed hate speech. In her in a statement, hang on a second, hang on a second, hang on a second here. 1 second here. In a statement posted to its Instagram story on Wednesday, the actress, age 33, condemned hate and prejudice of any kind and vowed to continue speaking up for people in need. First and foremost, I condemn anti Semitism and Islamophobia. I condemn hate and prejudice of any kind against any group of people, Barrera wrote. As a Latina, a proud Mexicana, I feel the responsibility of having a platform that allows me the privilege of being heard. And therefore, I have tried to use it to raise awareness about issues I care about and to lend my voice to those in need. Um, she added, every person on this earth, regardless of religion, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, or socioeconomic status, deserves equal human rights, dignity, and of course, freedom. I believe a group of people are not their leadership and that no governing body should be above criticism. I pray every day and night for no more wars, no more deaths, for no more violence, and for peaceful coexistence. Barrera concluded by saying she would continue to advocate for peace and safety, for human rights and freedom. Silence is not an option for me. News broke Tuesday that Barrera, who starred in the fifth and sixth Scream movies, had been dropped from the seventh installment um, of the slasher franchise in response to a series of social media posts expressing support for Palestinian cause and criticizing Israeli actions. Spyglass said in a statement, "We have zero tolerance for anti Semitism or the incident of hate in any form, including false references to genocide, ethnic cleansing, Holocaust distortion, or anything that flagrantly crosses the line into hate speech." Yeah. Barrera's statement also came hours after news broke that her co-star Jenna Ortega, who played her sister in the last two Scream movies, would also not be back for Scream 7, reportedly due to scheduling conflict, which I just explained a little earlier. Um, which I explained a little earlier, actually. It's unclear which direction the next film will go from here, as Barrera and Ortega had seemed poised to be new faces of the franchise. So, from what a YouTuber was talking about, I believe that they're gonna start from scratch and come up with a new story. Unfortunately, so I might do a little update on that one right there. I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. There was another post that was deleted too, and what she said, I have been actively looking for videos and information about the Palestinian side for the last 2 weeks or so, following accounts, etc. Why? Because Western media only shows the other side. Why they do that? I'll let you deduce for yourself. This is like, let me see. This is just basically crazy. I think the wording was a little off for some people. You know what I'm saying? It was just a little off though. Um, so you know, at the end of the day, man, these filmmakers and all that stuff, they're in business with spyglass to make money. It's not about who you like. You don't have to like the things or what a person says or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody's going to really agree. And like I said earlier, if you're gonna speak out on certain things, you better have a solution to back your shit up. Because if you don't have a solution to back your shit up, you're basically you're basically full of shit. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna waste my time taking sides on anything for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Was it terrible for um was it terrible for Gaza and Israel to be attacked? Yes, it was terrible. It's terrible, yes. And I guess I guess we have to see what happens in the future. And every single fan out there who cares for Melissa Barrera and stuff like that. Yeah, y'all the real ones right there. You know what I'm saying? So you know, every Scream fan out there is wishing her the best. Depending on what new ventures of other projects that she has or whatever. So, remains to be seen, man. All right, let's move on, man, from this shit though, man. All right, so let's move on from this shit though, man. Um, okay. Now, I named this episode Mixtures of Cereal Snacks on Donut Breads because this is pertaining to Beans Bagels. All right. Beans Bagels. Okay. So in case you don't know what that is, I'll fill you in on this one right here. And this is from their website, beansbagels.com. We are a modern bagel store specializing in exotic bagels and cream cream cheeses. We have been featured on Fox News and the New York Post for our signature Dorito bagels. Oh my gosh. So let's find out what they're about though. Let's find out what they're about though. Yes, we already know about that. Um Now I want to get into their menu actually. Let's get into their menu. So this right here is okay, so hang on a second. Beans Bagels menu. Okay, so we pride ourselves through our bagels, hand rolled bagels only, kettle boiled, then deck oven baked. There's no better bagel. So traditional bagels, which of course plain, cinnamon, raisin, egg, everything, onion, garlic, poppy, sesame, rye, whole wheat, everything, twist, flats, salts. Modern is French toast, Cheetos, jalapeno cheddar, Doritos, rainbow Grinch. Oh man. And with the holidays around the corner, holidays are here. You can call for your catering. So crazy bagels. So we have unicorn, rainbow bagel, birthday cake, cream cheese, and raspberry crumb. The French toast bagel, chocolate chip cream cheese, and banana nut bread. The Dorito bagel, cooler ranch Dorito bagel with veggie cream cheese, tomato and bacon. No, I don't pronounce it tomato. Some people pronounce it differently. You know, some people pronounce it differently, so I'm not even gonna get into all that. Um, Beans locks, Acme. Acme. Oh shit. Oh man, not to be confused with the cartoon, folks. But that's just the name of it though, man. Acme Nova Locks. Scallion cream cheese, tomato, red onion, and capers. Avocado toast, nasty as hell. Everything seasoning, shaved palm, which is short for Parmesan, tomatoes, balsamic glaze. The Cheeto, that's the craziest combination. Cheeto, flaming hot Cheeto bagel, jalapeno smear, bacon, hash brown, lettuce. Oh man, French toast bagel. Oh shit. And there's some breakfast staples. All sandwiches are served on your choice of bagels. Um, roll, wrap, hero, or platter. Staples are served with a side of home fries and a small coffee, tea, or small OJ, which is orange juice. All eggs are cooked to the customer's liking. French toast supreme, staff favorite. Scrambled eggs, bacon, cheese on a shallah French toast. Barn buster, excuse me. Sausage, pepper jack cheese, hash brown, and avocado. Leroy signature. It's bacon, spicy, three pepper, Colby Jack cheese, hash brown, avocado, French toast, Shallah French toast served powder, sugar, sliced strawberries. Buttermilk pancakes, two large pancakes with choice of topping blueberry, strawberry, chocolate chip, or banana. Very veggie. Chopped mushrooms, tomatoes, spinach, red onions, and broccoli, and an egg white omelet with melted Swiss. Alecco, popular. Chopped spinach, tomatoes, and red onions, and an egg white omelet with melted feta. Um, we have Wild Western omelet, diced ham, red onions, and peppers with melted cheddar. Southwest breakfast wrap, scrambled eggs, um, black beans, avocado, corn, pepper jack, honey, chipotle sauce. Now, signature lunch sandwiches, proudly using boar's head meats and cheeses. All sandwiches includes a bag of chips or a side salad. Reuben, pastrami, coleslaw, Swiss, Russian. The daily, breaded chicken cutlets, red onions, banana peppers, lettuce, and horseradish sauce. Wilson's Way, breaded chicken omelet, no, excuse me, breaded chicken cutlet, bacon, cherry peppers, coleslaw, pepper jack, cheese, and honey chipotle sauce. Chicken bomber, breaded chicken cutlet, bacon, um, Muenster cheese, never heard of it. Roasted red peppers, lettuce, and honey mustard. Delilah, grilled cheese, avocado, mozzarella, balsamic, spinach, tomato, the quag, the grilled chicken, peppers and onions, Monterey Jack, lettuce, honey chipotle. The Jacks, breaded chicken cutlet, American cheese, bacon, tomato, Russian dressing. Taste of Italy, grilled chicken, melted mozzarella, roasted red peppers, lettuce, pesto, mayo. And paninis. All sandwiches include bag of chips or a side salad. The buff chick. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, the buff chick. Buffalo chicken, Muenster, carrots, cucumber, lettuce, hot sauce, and ranch. Lexi Lou. Breaded chicken, cutlet, melted mozzarella, spinach, roasted red peppers, pesto. Um, Paisano panini, fresh mozzarella, tomatoes, red onion, spring mix, um, balsamic, and pesto. Philly panini, hot roast beef, provolone cheese, caramelized onions. Gobbler, crowd fave, honey maple turkey, Swiss, lettuce, and honey mustard. Beanie panini signature, grilled chicken, pepper jack peppers, honey chipotle sauce. Club sandwiches, proudly using boar's head, meats, and cheeses. All sandwiches include a bag of chips or a side salad. Steakhouse, house made roast beef, melted cheddar, onions, lettuce, BBQ sauce. All right. So this is the list of menus you can check out for yourself. You can go to the website, which is www.beansbagels.com/menu. So you can check out the menus for yourself and you can check out the types of things that they put on there. So you could try it out for yourselves, all right? Um, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the cost on there too, which I'm not gonna get to that one right there. So let's get to the next topic here, man. Let's get to the next topic here, man. Hang on a second. Um, all right. So, um, let's get into all right, let's get into some all right, we're gonna get into some movie stuff and then we'll do the TV stuff after. All right, so let's get to the movie stuff right here, and which is our movie Man Cave Popcorn pertaining to Michael B. Jordan, who is set to direct Creed 4. Let's get into it right here in this week's movie Man Cave Popcorn. All right. All right. Oops. Yeah, sorry about the wrong button, but anyway, let's get to Michael B. Jordan. All right, let's get to Michael B. Jordan. Um, okay, this is according to Deadline. So Creed 3 producer Erwin Winkler said Saturday at Deadline's Contenders Film Los Angeles, Los Angeles event, that Creed 4 is in the works with franchise star and Creed 3 director Michael B. Jordan to helm it. End quote. We are planning to do Creed 4 right now, Winkler said on stage during a panel for Creed 3. The MGM Amazon Studios pick that bowed in March and grossed more than $275 million at the worldwide box office. We have a really good story and a really good plot. We got a little delayed because of the strikes, but about a year from now, we're going into pre production. Winkler also confirmed that Jordan will be returning to direct after his feature helming debut on Creed 3. He will be, Winkler said. He did such a great job. He was comfortable with the camera. Panelist and producing partner Elizabeth Raposo added in regards to the success of the third film in the franchise. We're just glad that this one worked and people want to see more. Also on today's Creed 3 panel was writer Keegan Coogler. The Creed franchise, which picks up after the end of the Rocky movies, stars Jordan as Adonis Creed, the son of Rocky Balboa's greatest opponent, tracking his rise in the boxing world and the impact that has on his family and legacy. The franchise has grossed more than $663 million globally through the first three movies. Glowing blue, glowing beauty 2. Shouts to you. And shouts to Azalea Corbett. All right. So, um, all right, let's continue. Okay. Further digging into the creative forces behind Creed 3 and Jordan's in-depth involvement with the film, Winkler today also reflected on the strength and success of the Rocky franchise, of which Creed is connected. Michael and the creative team had the beautiful vision from the start to create a wholly new and different experience for this movie, Winkler said. It had to be firmly cemented in what we all know the Creed and Rocky movies for. It had to have great action, boxing, but we also really examined what kind of movie we were making. And a lot of that, those early days with Michael were spent crafting how we were looking at the Damien character, which is why I think everyone responded to the death, not only on the page, but also on the screen. You spent half the movie having deep sympathy for him and understanding his vulnerability. And in other movie news, let's get to in other movie news. Hang on a second. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. All right. Before I continue with the movie news, let me get to T Grizzly. Um, Let me get to T Grizzly. Um, All right, so this is from Source. Last week, T Grizzly released his latest project, T's Coney Island. The album not only showcases his return to his musical roots, but it also pays homage to his hometown, Detroit. This 16-track journey, followed by a 20-track deluxe version just a week later, is named after the iconic Detroit diner, Coney Island. T Grizzly's album displays his lyrical prowess, focusing on classic street narratives and the kind of gritty poetry that first put him in the spotlight with the quadruple platinum hit First Day Out. This album marks a return to the raw, unfiltered storytelling that T Grizzly is celebrated for. T's classic Detroit flow floats seamlessly over the cinematic and high energy production, making it hard for listeners to remain uninspired. Jumping from pocket to pocket, dropping as many personal anecdotes as clever bars. T's Coney Island is the type of album you put on in the car and drive around the block until it's finished. Hold on a second. Yes, the album starts with Ain't Nothing New, where T Grizzly breaks the third wall, engaging directly with the listener while setting the tone for what's to come. The rest of the album shows that Detroit style as well as some additional versatility and sounds, particularly City of God, with Chris Brown blends early 2000s hip hop with modern Afrobeat and reggaeton influences. On the album, T includes the remix to the hit song Gorgeous with fellow Detroit rapper Skilla Baby, also featuring the City Girls. Other notable collaborations include Loophole with 21 Savage, Tried and Tried Again with Corday, as well as songs with Machine Gun Kelly, Mariah the Scientist, and Finesse Two Times. On the deluxe, T gets more high profile friends to trade verses with, such as Lil Yachty, PNB Rock, um, Mozzie, and Cash Doll, and other Detroit staple in the rap scene. T Grizzly's storytelling prowess, singular perspective, and beat selection on T's Coney Island affirms his status as a budding visionary in the rap scene as he effortlessly melds his classic style with personal and professional growth. The final track, Charles Brown, is particularly poignant, featuring a soulful beat with a crying guitar as Grizzly reminisces on life and how far he has come, ending on an inspiring note, um, and keep going. T T's Coney Island stands as a testament to T Grizzly's roots and growth. From the epic opening track to the soulful finale, the album traverses through different eras and styles, blending them into a coherent narrative that is uniquely T Grizzly. Let's see. There's also um all right, so there's also some music related stuff actually that I got to get to. All right, so hip hop albums. Okay, let's get to it here. So let's see. And this is according to Hip Hop DX. So as with every year, 2023 saw the music industry adjust to the wave of new trends that so often dominate the pop culture conversation. The initial buzz brought about by TikTok artists in the 2020s began to normalize with major label back stars now mainstays on the video sharing platforms. Stadium tours and music festivals seem to multiply like gremlins after a swim, popping up in their droves in both major markets and local communities. And hip hop music as a whole lost some ground to country, Afro beats, reggaeton, and other genres, yet it still stayed number one thanks to collaborations with some of the world's biggest international stars. But that doesn't mean there was a shortage of top quality hip hop albums released this year. Whether it was the return of Travis Scott after the Astroworld tragedy, Killer Mike dropping his first solo album in over a decade, Nas teaming up with Hit Boy once again, Danny Brown showing what a difference sobriety makes to his musical output, or stellar projects from cult figures. I'd rather say classic figures, man, such as Larry June, um, Vise, and No Name. Don't know why you named yourself that. It was quite the year for rap fans. However, only five can be considered for Hip Hop DX's best hip hop album of 2023, lauded for a variety of reasons, whether that's top notch production, pristine lyricism, detailed storytelling, um, unimpeccable, unimpeachable, charisma, or seamless cadence and flow. Each LP caught the attention of fans and critics alike, standing head and shoulders above everything else released over the past 12 months. So, without further ado, you can check out the nominees for Hip Hop DX's Best Hip Hop Album of 2023 below, and you can review all the other hip hop award categories and nominees. All right, so let's see. Okay, starting with um Quarenta, Danny Brown. We have Michael by Killer Mike. Heroes and Villains, Metro Boomin. Magic 3, Nas. Utopia, Travis Scott. Um, Glorious Game, Black Thought and L. Michaels Affair. Vordaya by Earl Sweatshirt and The Alchemist. The Great Escape by Larry June and The Alchemist. Sundio, No Name. Oh shit. Gander by V's. Oh man, listen. This is just beyond me. Let's see what else we gotta talk about here, man. Um, yeah, so let me continue with the movie news part, man. I wanted to actually make sure I didn't forget to talk about the music related stuff. So let's continue with the movie stuff. Because starting with Dashing Through the Snow. All right, so Dashing Through the Snow, according to Variety, and Dashing Through the Snow, Little Rel Howery has the off the cuff funk energy of a hustler who's so quick that you believe his spew before you've had the chance to outthink it. The whole issue is the whole issue of believing is key to the movie, since Harry plays Santa Claus or perhaps a petty criminal who's pretending to be Santa Claus. The character calls himself Nick, and he's dressed as a variation of on the old school Victorian Santa, half frame glasses, a coat festooned with gold buttons and paramilitary shoulder flaps, a vest of gold finery, along with a few token bits. um, yeah, token bits of street cool, um, which is pearl earring, two-tone beard, fingerless gloves, fingerless leather gloves. Oh boy. And Howery's Howery's line readings sound improvised, and that's a good thing. He's the um ebullient, ebullient fast-talking spark plug of a formula comedy with a cheap engine, though one that putters along harmlessly enough. Not so long ago, there were 3 or 4 Christmas movies per holiday season. Now, in the streaming era, we have the Christmas movie in the industrial complex. They roll off the assembly line by the dozens, and most of them have a strikingly similar tone derived from around the time that Hollywood was making comedies like Jingle All the Way. It's it's a tone at once silly, synthetic, and cynical, debunked in the accesses of the consumer culture, but it always builds up to a heartwarming way of saying that Christmas still has a soul. Eddie Garrick, um, played by Ludacris, the hero of Dashing Through the Snow, is a 40-ish Atlanta social worker who is separated from his wife, Allison, played by Tiana Paris, and is still trying to spend a quality Christmas Eve with their daughter Charlotte, played by Madison Sky, v- v- Val Validum, excuse me, Madison Sky Validum. Um, Eddie wants to win Allison back and isn't doing a good job of it. He got a pathology about Christmas, um, because his own folks broke up on Christmas 30 years ago after he wrote Santa a letter asking for them to stay together. And his antsiness about that sacred day is part of his problem. It's why Ludacris, who has become a winning actor, invests Eddie with a torch of forlorn sheepishness. Eddie fastens onto Nick because he thinks that Nick is a disturbed derelict, derelict, and that it's his duty to help him. The joke of the movie, which isn't a bad one, and it's Miracle on 34th Street meets Barbershop with overbright lighting way, is that every time Eddie calls Nick the delusional scoundrel he thinks he is, Nick looks at him with incredulous eyes and says something like, "You really don't believe." This is after film flaming him like the overseer of an illegal card game. Nick tries to summon reindeer with a clicker, and his flatulence smells like cinnamon. He is most definitely is most definitely either Santa Claus or certifiable. But beyond his royal red regalia, he has a secret weapon, which is also the movies. He keeps stopping adults in their tracks by telling them about some gift they got when they were a kid, and describing what it meant to them. How could he know all that stuff? In its way, the movie takes you back to that Christmas present you still remember, the one that touched a chord in you and meant everything. Eddie, meanwhile, is a middle class Scrooge who has to find his faith. Standing in his way are the movie's villains, a corrupt congressman, played by Oscar Nunez, who wants to shut down the local homeless shelter, and his trio of burglar stooges, who are like the meanies in Home Alone minus jokes. Dashing Through the Snow was directed by Tim Story from a script by Scott Rosenberg and Story, the director of Barbershop, Ride Along, and most recently the witty semi-satirical slasher movie The Blackening, knows how to humanize a formula. Dashing Through the Snow is a tinsel brained cartoon of a movie, but it's spanked along by hip hop chestnuts like Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis, and it puts a fresh groove on holiday movie tropes that for too long have been the province of white bread suburbia. It should have been called Blingo all the way. Blingo all the way. Oh wow. And another movie that's out right now, Candy Cane Lane. And this is from Deadline as well. Amazon has declared Candy Cane Lane a smashing success. The holiday offering is the number one film globally on Prime Video in its first 3 days of release. After premiering on the platform on December 1st, according to the company. Though no viewership data was released, Amazon also boosts the Eddie Murphy led film as the most watched Amazon MGM Studios produced formerly just Amazon Studios, oh boy, movie debuted ever in the US and among the top 10 worldwide film debuts ever on the service. The last high profile Amazon MGM Studios film made for streaming on Prime was Red, White, and Royal Blue, which was also dubbed a hit by the parent company, though Candy Cane Lane appears to have stolen its thunder. Um, some viewership data for Candy Cane Lane will likely be available via Nielsen streaming reports, though the numbers for this week won't be released until January. The sensational debut of Eddie Murphy's first ever Christmas movie, Candy Cane Lane, is a true demonstration of how joyful, family oriented stories can touch the hearts of viewers around the world, said, said Courtney Valenti, head of film streaming and theatrical at Amazon MGM Studios. We are so proud of our wonderful director, Reginald Hudlin, along with the dynamic Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross, our partners at Imagine Entertainment, and the rest of the all-star cast and team of creators that brought this original and festive IP to life. In Candy Cane Lane, Murphy stars in this holiday comedy adventure about a man on a mission to win his neighborhood's annual Christmas home decoration contest. After Chris inadvertently makes a deal with a mischievous elf named Pepper, played by Julian Bell, to better his chances of winning. She casts a magic spell that brings the 12 days of Christmas to life and wreaks havoc on the whole town. At the risk of ruining the holidays for his family, Chris, his wife Carol, played by Tracy Ellis Ross, and their three children must race against the clock to break Pepper's spell, battle deviously magical characters, and save Christmas for everyone. The film also stars Tracy Ellis Ross, Thaddeus J. Mixon, Ken Marino, Nick Offerman, Robin Thede, Chris Red, Janaea Walton, Madison Thomas, um, Angela Johnson Reyes, Labardo Boya, DC Young Fly, who by the way is on Celebrity Squares, by the way. Congratulations to him for having a game show called Celebrity Squares. You can check him out on Mondays at 11 on VH1. Daniel Pinnock, Timothy Simmons, Ricky Lindholm, and Steven um, Tobolowsky. Of course, Candy Cane is directed by Reginald Hudlin, written by Kelly Younger, and produced by Brian Grazer, Eddie Murphy, Karen Lunder, and Sharice Hewitt Webster. You can check that out. You can check that out on Amazon MGM. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you can check that on Prime Video, and you can also check out Dashing Through the Snow, which I believe it's on, what is it? I think it's on Disney Plus. I think it's on Disney Plus. I could be wrong. Um anyway, all right, so let's get on to the TV stuff, man. Let's get on to the TV stories here, man, cuz um before I do the Simpsons thing, before I do the Simpsons, I want to get into no, this is not it. I want to get into the TV series that YG is producing. And this is TV show checkouts right here, man. Let's get into it right here. Let's get into it right here, right now. Um, we haven't heard from YG in a long time, so let's get into his. Let's get into the story right here, man. All right. Okay. On to YG. Hang on 1 second. Okay. And this is according to Vibe, the website. So YG is bringing a new drama series to television, and of course, officially confirmed by Deadline on Monday, which you could check out on which is already out right now. You could check that out. Um, it came out on October 23rd. The rapper is set to executive produce "Don't Come to LA" with Amazon MGM Studios. Writer producer Damani Johnson is enlisted as the showrunner on this project. Um, I got a TV show in the works that I'm working on called "Don't Come to LA." It's a great script, and I've already sold it to a network. Teased the 33-year-old performer during an interview with um, Numero Netherlands last month. I'm not going to tell you which network it is yet. You'll know about it. You know about that very soon. According to Deadline, the series details the experiences of a low-level Los Angeles gangster assigned to protect one of the hottest rappers in the industry by the crime syndicate security company he works for. In his journey, he must learn to navigate both the bloodthirsty gang world and the glitz and glam of the celebrity scene. Um, Don't Come to LA is written by Keith Sweat the second. No, excuse me, Keith Sweet the second. Um, who, like YG, is native to Southern California, specifically the city of Compton. California influenced my sound and style 100%. Everything about what I do is connected to California and my hometown. It encompasses everything from the beats and the tempos to the videos, the way I talk, walk, and dress, explained by my crazy life musician to Numero Netherlands. I embody the presence of California, representing the West Side, LA, the mountains, and more. My entire success is deeply rooted in California. It's a full 100%. Influence. Trevor Engelson, Josh McGuire, Scooter Braun, James Shin, Scott Manson of SB Projects, and Douglas Banker at 5 all in the fifth are also all executive producers on the pending series. You can check that out for yourselves on Amazon MGM Studio. Actually, it should be actually he didn't even announce it. Yeah, you can check that out for yourself though. So you know what I'm saying? Um yeah, you can check that out. Anyway, yes, so on to the Simpsons, man. Um on to the Simpsons, man. And that's how I'm gonna end the episode. Um right there. And then I'll go to some fun activities to do for the week and weekend next. All right, so now to the Simpsons story. So let's see. According to the New York Post, um after 35 seasons of The Simpsons appears to have released its iron grip on one of the beloved animated series' longest running gags. Times have changed. Homer Simpson announced to wife Marge of episode 3 of the current batch, referencing the portly patriarch's penchant for strangling son Bart. um Making its debut on Fox in late 1989, cartoonist Matt Groening's groundbreaking show was controversial from the start, partly for the reoccurring scenes where a rage-filled Homer works out his frustrations over Bart's behavior by squeezing him tightly around his neck, causing the boy's eyes to bulge out. Um, Finally, in the recent episode titled "McMansion and Wife," I did see that episode too, man. I did see that episode. That was pretty funny too, man. Um, McMansion and Wife, the retown and apparently reformed lead character announces he's moved on from the torturous tactic during a TT with a new neighbor named um Tyre. The Independent reported. When Homer goes to shake hands with Tyre, the man comments on his firm grip. See Marge strangling the boy paid off, Homer jokes, before quickly clarifying that he no longer does that. Um, Fans were quick to notice the previous unannounced pivot away from the dated disciplinary measure, with more than a few posting their surprise to social media site X. I just found out that after over 30 years, The Simpsons finally retired their long running gag of Homer strangling Bart. User Baby Lambs 5 said, took them long enough. Oh wow. I knew my man Homer was gonna learn, replied Sebastian Gore 3. The series has made references to the controversial interaction over the years, but still showed Homer strangling Bart up until season 31, which aired between 2019 to 2020. Back during season 2020, back during season 22, an entire episode, Love is a many strangled thing. Many strangled thing. Oh wow. Many strangled thing. Oh wow. Many strangled thing. Yes, Love is a many strangled thing addressed the issue of parent on child violence, where Homer attends a fathering enrichment class and is traumatized after a much larger man played by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar makes him feel young, small, and terrified about strangling him. Oh man. Oh man. Later in the episode, Homer finds it impossible to carry out the classic punishment on his son. 2 seasons later, however, the matriarch of the Simpsons family was back to his old ways, frightening Bart's best friend in Millhouse by using the chokehold in season 24's Love is a Many Splintered Thing. Oh man, this isn't the first time the historically long running show has bowed to the changing times. Simpsons producer notably came under fire for Hank Azaria's portrayal of Apu, um, an Indian immigrant convenience store owner with a thick accent. After the release of a 2017 documentary entitled The Problem with Apu, the widely beloved character, perceived by some as an embarrassing cliche, was phased out. Through my role in Apu and what I created in Hollywood messaging, which is a big deal in this country and around the world, I helped to create a pretty marginalizing, dehumanizing stereotype, as there is said to filmmaker Har Har no Hari um Kondabolu in 2023. Listen, man, before I get to the other Simpsons story, I want to say something about this, man. Like seriously, man. Like really, it's a fucking cartoon, man. This is part of their brand. This is part of the Simpsons brand for years, okay? And then now you wanna claim about fucking child abuse? Man, please. That's the fucking lamest statement that I ever heard. And then on top of that, you want to put all this stupid woke shit. Like enough with the fucking woke shit already, man. Like seriously, nobody wants to watch TV that has wokeness in this shit, man. Like seriously. Like this is like enough is enough with the woke shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's where Matt Groening comes in actually, man. Which he has a lot to say on that one too, man. And then I'm watching TMZ and they try to compare that, and then they try to compare the Simpsons to South Park. South Park and the Simpsons are two different cartoons, okay? The two different cartoons. It's not the same story. It's not the same story or anything like that, all right? It's not the same. They're two different cartoons. One is on Comedy Central and one is on Fox. So enough of the fucking wokeness shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody likes to watch boring TV that has wokeness in it. You know what I'm saying? Um and yeah, that's just my take on that shit though, man. And to be honest with you, ain't nobody want to watch a cartoon that doesn't have any humor in it. All right? That's just my take on that shit though. You know what I mean? That's my take on that shit. So let me be clear. Let me be clear on that shit though, man. This is just my opinion. All right. This is just my opinion. So this is just beyond me. And if you're gonna continue with that woke shit, man, nobody's gonna watch that shit, man. For real. Nobody's gonna watch that shit, man. Like that's not really fun. It's not fun at all. Homer strangling Bart Simpson is part of the brand. It's part of the gag. You know what I'm saying? And I did notice that they don't have the couch gags anymore. So they took that out too. So it's still the same show, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. And enough with the fucking woke shit. Nobody wants to see woke TV. Nobody wants to see that shit. Like, cut it out with that shit. Anyway, let me see who commented here. Let me hold on a second here. Hang on a second here. And shout outs to No Curtains. Shout outs to No Curtains while gaming. Yeah, shout outs to No Curtains with your gotcha. Um Oh man, listen. All right. Um so the creator of The Simpsons came on top and basically debunked the whole wokeness shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he did because nobody wants to see that shit. Not me, not anybody for that matter. Like, seriously, enough of the woke shit. Anyway, this is according to people, the website. Okay, the Simpsons patriarch will continue to get aggressive with his son, co-creator and producer James L. Brooks. No, it wasn't Matt Groening. It's co-creator and producer James L. Brooks tells people. All right, so Homer Simpson, who has often strangled son Bart for laughs on Fox's long-running animated series, which is part of Animation Domination, seemed to suggest he would change his ways on episode on the episode McMansion and Wife, which aired on October 22nd. Homer, played by Dan Castellaneta, met his new neighbor Tyre, played by Hank Azaria, who noted Homer had quite a grip when they shook hands. See Marge stringing the boy has paid off, Homer quipped to his wife Marge, played by Julie Kavner. Just kidding, I don't do that anymore, smiling, he added. Times have changed. Perhaps not. Asked about that episode, Brooks tells people, don't think for a second we're changing anything. Brooks then showed an illustration of Homer strangling Bart, who was holding a smartphone with a headline that read Simpsons, no more strangling. Text in a word bubble showing Homer yelling at his son, "Why you little clickbaiting? Nothing, nothing's getting tamed. Nothing. Brooks continues. He'll continue to be strangled if you want to use that awful term for it. He'll continue to be loved by his father in a specific way. Despite Brooks' declaration, Homer hasn't actually strangled Bart, which is played by Nancy Cartwright, on on air in some time. According to IGN, Homer last strangled Bart on screen during the show's 31st season, um, which aired from 2019 to 2020. The Simpsons has aired on Fox since 1989. In recent years, The Simpsons has confronted some of its problematic characterizations, most notably when the Indian American character Apu, formerly voiced by Hank Azaria, drew backlash for its portrayal of negative stereotypes. The controversy sparked the 2017 documentary The Problem with Apu. It's a fucking cartoon, man. It's a fucking cartoon, man. Like, it's a cartoon character. It's not a real person. It's a fictional character. Azaria stepped down from voicing the role in 2020, and Apu has made background appearances since. Um, let's see. I didn't really, I really didn't know any better, Azaria said on the Armchair Expert podcast in 2021, according to The Guardian. I didn't think about it. I was unaware how much relative advantage I had received in this country as a white kid from Queens. Just because there were good intentions, it doesn't mean there weren't real negative consequences to the thing that I am accountable for. And for years, Harry Shearer, who is white, voiced the character Dr. Hibbert, who is black. In 2021, Shearer was recast with Kevin Michael Richardson. The Simpsons airs Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. All right. Look, man, these are fictional characters in The Simpsons, okay? They're fictional characters. All right. And like I said, man, enough the fucking woke shit, man. Nobody wants to fucking watch a boring ass TV show that doesn't have any laughs, okay? The Simpsons is the reason why I became a fan of them because they add humor to it. I even have the t-shirt of the Simpsons on there. You know what I'm saying? And I and I have to say, man, people like that who are claiming child abuse on a cartoon TV series is really out of their fucking minds to even think that they try to make changes on the Simpsons. Like, come on, man. Apu was a fucking fictional character. Okay? Like, seriously, man. Like, come on, man. Like seriously, how many Indian actors and actresses do you know that actually would have voiced Apu? Like seriously, you rarely hear about Indian actors or actresses who would actually play the voice of Apu, okay? Like seriously. Like like the fake outrage and the fake backlash has got to fucking stop, man. Like seriously. And it's the same scenario of what Neon and Geeky Sparkles from Clownfish TV was talking about, man. Shouts to them on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I said, man, the co-creator of The Simpsons, please do not change anything, man. Just keep The Simpsons the same, regardless of the stupid crybabies out there, man. Um, claiming violence and shit. If you don't like the violence, if you don't like the violence on cartoons or whatever, don't fucking watch. Stop trying to ruin everything for everybody. Okay? Enough is enough of the fucking woke shit. Nobody wants it. You know what I'm saying? And I get the whole diversity shit, but at the same time, there's a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean? But you can't do that for every cartoon or every episode or anything like that whatsoever, man. Cause that'll turn people off. The moral of the story is as a TV creator, do not change your content, do not change, your characters or whatever case scenario may be. Just keep the humor juice, keep the hilarious things and jokes and gags and stuff in it. Do not change it for anybody because at the end of the day, you cannot please every fucking body. Even certain people who are fans, you're not going to be able to please everybody. The only person you need to please is yourself and your accomplishments of what you did whatsoever. And I'm gonna make some noise for the co-creator of The Simpsons not going woke on that shit, man. For not going woke on that shit, man. It really means a lot to people out there who are fans of The Simpsons, man. I'm gonna make some noise right now, man. Hang on 1 second after this stupid plane passes. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, like I said, man, shouts to the co-creators of The Simpsons for not going woke on The Simpsons cartoon and episodes. With the holiday, with Christmas around the corner, man, I wanted to actually get into another segment right here. I wanted to get into another segment right here. Um, another segment right here. That way I can actually yes, let's get into another segment that I like to call remains to be seen. And this is an event. This is an event for all you people out there who's looking for something Christmas related. I got you right here. And this is basically pertaining to what is it? What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yes, so Field of Light. We're gonna start right there, man, with Field of Light and the segment of remains to be seen. Let's do this. Let's go.
Remains to be seen, kid. Get it? Remains to be seen.
With Christmas looming 2 weeks away, or make that 1 week away, actually, if you will. And I know a lot of people doing your Christmas shopping right now and all that great stuff right there. So we're gonna start with Field of Light. And according to their website right here, um, according to their website, you are going to enjoy this. This is something to enjoy, folks. Um, all right, so Field of Light at Freedom Plaza. All right, so opening Friday, December 15th, spanning more than 6 acres on Manhattan's east side from 38th Street to 41st Street, east of First Avenue. Field of Light at Freedom Plaza would feature an array of 17,000 low light fiber optic stem spears that will illuminate with a slow, subtle change of hue. Guests will be fully immersed in the installation as they are invited to walk the winding path through the ethereal painted landscape framed by the city's iconic skyline and the East River waterfront, made possible by the Sullivan Foundation. Field of Light at Freedom Plaza will welcome guests free of charge and present meaningful opportunities for community engagement and educational programming. Of course, you can get your tickets. You can get your tickets and stuff right there. Um, let's see. So, let's talk about the directions if you plan on going there. So, the directions includes Field of Light at Freedom Plaza is located between East 38th Street and East 41st Street and First Avenue and the FDR Drive. The entrance to the field is on 41st Street. And if you're going by subway and the Long Island Railroad, or Metro North or whatever, by subway, rail, nearest subway is 42nd Street, Grand Central Station, servicing the 4, 5, 6, and 7 trains. And Times Square shuttle subways, Metro North, Railroad, and Long Island Railroad. By bus is by bus includes the N42 along 42nd Street, N15 along First and Second Avenues. By ferry, nearest ferry terminal is East 34th Street, where the Soundview, East River, and Astoria NYC ferries routes stop. From the ferry dock, walk on the First Avenue to Field of Light. And if you're going by bike, there are no areas in Field of Light to park and lock a bike. Park and lock at your own risk. There is a city bike docking station on First Avenue near 40th Street. And if you're traveling by car, Field of Light does not have parking, and street parking in the immediate vicinity of Field of Light is limited. There is a nearby parking garage at 685 First Avenue. Um, yeah, let's see. All right, so I don't know about all this. So there you have it right there. Okay, let's go to the Los Angeles area right here, man. And um, and this is the My Teresa and Flamingo Estate Gingerbread House. This is from timeout.com, the website that I'm using. Um, If you love the smell of gingerbread, this branded pop up in Highland Park might be up your alley. From December 1st to the 24th, Thursday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., you can stop in and view the life size gingerbread recreation of parts of Flamingo Estate, the lifestyle brand headquartered at an impeccably decorated Eagle Rock home that's been featured in the New York Times um, and other glossy fashion and lifestyle publications. You can also shop at My Teresa's Fashion Showdown, including gingerbread replicas of Vivienne Westwood dresses and Bottega um, Venetta's famous sardine bag by using the QR codes. Stop by the Flamingo Estate retail pop up next door for adorably shaped $6 gingerbread cookies. 100% of cookie proceeds will be donated to LAUSD schools. There you go. There you go, right there, man. Sounds very charitable. All right. All right, let me continue here. Yes, so the Flamingo Estate Shop, located at 5634 North Figueroa Street, Highland Park, 90042. Yes, 90042. Um, and it's a free event, and it's from Thursday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. And of course, these are the dates from December 14th through the 24th. Same time, 11 a.m. All right. Now we can go to the oh, wait a minute here. Here's something for you folks in LA should know about. And it's called the Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade. The joys of Christmas in the Mediterranean climate, where boat owners can deck out the ships in holiday lights and set sail without the impediment of icy weather. For the 115th year, the Newport Beach Christmas Boat Parade is doing just that as over 100 decorated yachts and ships parade around a 14-mile circuit in the Newport Harbor. You can see the parade for free during each of the 5 nights from any bay facing point along the harbor. Of course, Marina Park, which also hosts a holiday market, is the go-to spot. But there are also reserved seats, dining packages, and cruises available for purchase. Okay, so um, this is taking place at the Balboa Fun Zone, which is located at 600 East Bay Avenue, Newport Beach, California, and it's 92666 92661, and of course the price is free. At it's free event. The website is www.christmasboatparade.com. And yes. Yes. And you can get more information on that website as well. Um, the hell's going on here? Hold on a minute. That's not what I meant here. Hold on 1 second. Where was yes. Where was yes. Um, My Teresa. Oh yeah, so there's Beyond the Streets Holiday Market, which starts from December 16th through December 17th. Stock up on street art, books, prints, apparel, shirts, and signed pieces by founder Roger Gassman during this holiday market at Gallery Beyond the Streets. And let me see. And also Maiden Market Welcome Pop-Up and Fundraiser. This soon to open West Adams Dining Complex by Rose Previte um is throwing a welcome pop-up complete with holiday pop-up shops from local businesses plus food and drink from Maiden ponchos, ponchos, tlayudas, tamales, Elena E. Antojitos, Newell, and more. And so Rose Previte, the Lebanese American chef behind Washington D.C.'s Michelin starred Maiden. Okay, so Smog Check Thursdays, the cleverly named companion to the Broad's exhibition, Design, Knowledge, and Hope, which Smog brings half hour long literary readings and spoken word performances in front of the master John Baldessari. Hold on. Baldessari piece that lent its name to the show. It starts from December 14th through January 25th of 2024. Okay, so let me see. Ben Schwartz, one of the most talented improv performers, period. C. Schwartz, perhaps best known as Park and Rex, Gene Raffio, and now as the voice of Sonic and as a surprise assembly of friends take the stage. And this takes place at La Cienega, um, December 14th. All right, let me go into it. Make sure. So this takes place at Largo at the Coronet 366 North La Cienega Boulevard, Los Angeles, California. And this is and you can go to the website rejectedjokes.com/tour for more information on how to get tickets and how much. So this is gonna be $46, one at 7:30 and the other one at 9:15 p.m. All right, so let's see. And Santa Monica pub crawl. Of course, obviously, you walked, donated, and volunteered all in the name of charity. Now here's your chance to drink for those in need. Gather your friends and join other do-gooders at this annual Santa Monica pub crawl. A $20 amenities free benefiting the West Side Food Bank allows you to participate in one of three routes around Santa Monica to experience drink and food specials at some of the city's um, best spots, including the Victorian Jameson Irish Pub and more. Sign up online and collect a wristband on the day of the event, then crawl from spot to spot on foot for single-digit dollar food and drink deals. All right. Let me look for the. Yeah, I meant to mention the website for Mount Teresa and Flamingo. Um, well, there's no website actually. I'm sorry. There's no website for this. So there's no website for it. I do apologize for that one. Anyway, where were we? All right. The other places for California. For you folks in Los Angeles, California, um you can check out the website at www.timeout.com slash and you click on Los Angeles and you're gonna see some categories and you're gonna see things to do for the week. All right. Things to do for the week and things to do for the weekend. So there you have it right there. And we're going to go to New York, actually, starting with the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. All right. So the fabulous holiday icon of NYC, the Rockefeller Christmas tree, is a must see for both locals and visitors during the holiday season. Whether you are stopping by before ice skating on the rink at Rockefeller Center or just passing through on the way to Times Square, want to see the tree lit up at night for the first time during a ceremonious flip of a switch. The Rockefeller Center tree lighting is certainly one of the best NYC events in November. But there are also a ton of festive things to do around the landmark as well. We'll tell you everything you need to know uh, from how to get tickets to the Radio City Christmas Spectacular to where to grab winter cocktails nearby. Hang on a second here. Yeah. So the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree will be lit daily from 5 a.m. to midnight daily after a special light up night ceremony on Wednesday, which took place Wednesday, November 29th. On Christmas Day, the tree is lit for 24 hours, and on New Year's Eve, it is lit from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. The tree goes dark for the season at 10 p.m. on January 13th. And yeah, in case you want to visit, um, um, for those who want to know where to find the Rockefeller Christmas tree. So, as the name says, the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree is located at Rockefeller Center Plaza on 49th Street between 5th and 6th Avenues. Um, Yes, so you can hitch a ride on the B, D, F, and M train to 47th to 50th Streets for Rockefeller Center. How big is the tree, you ask? This year's tree selected from the Binghamton area measures in at 80 feet tall. The gigantic gigantic Norway spruce stretches 43 feet in diameter and weighs 12 tons. More than 50,000 multicolored LED lights wrap around the towering tree. It's topped with a three-dimensional Swarovski star that weighs 900 pounds and sparkles with 3 million crystals. Architect Daniel um, Lip Lipskin Lipskin designed the stunning star in 2018. Um, why is this Rockefeller Christmas tree famous? The giant spruce is one of the most beloved Christmas trees in the nation. The Rockefeller Center tree tradition dates back almost a century. In 1931, construction workers building Rockefeller Center put up a Christmas tree, and the tradition began. 2 years later, in 1933, the first formal Rockefeller Center tree lighting ceremony was held. That that tree sported 700 lights. Now, more than a century later, it's become a time honored tradition with its glamorous star and colorful lights. What's not to love? Yeah, that is interesting right here, man. What's not to love? Ha! It is interesting, man. And like I said, man, if you if you want more fun activities, of course, I did mention about the New York Botanical Garden holiday train that's going on right now, and it's not going to stop until January 2024. So let me just get to the whole. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second here, man. So the MTA pop up shop. If you are if you've always dreamt of owning a piece of New York, here's your chance. The MTA is hosting yet another memorabilia and collectibles pop up shop later this month. On December 13th, 14th, and 15th, New Yorkers with a flair for local transit finds will get to purchase subway signs, grab holds, and other rare transit collectibles at the event in South Brooklyn, according to a tweet by the MTA. Some more details: the outdoor sale will be held from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. as a pickup only event. You won't be able to purchase a piece and ask the staff to ship it to you. Although open to the public, all attendees must email a signed waiver in advance or bring one to the event to gain admittance. You can download and fill out the document right here. As for what will actually be on sale, that's a bit of a mystery. Well, MTA, um, that's interesting right there. Um, That's a bit interesting right there. Let's see. Let me see if I mentioned anything. What else, man? Yeah, let's get to yes, the Washington Square Park tree, framed perfectly inside the park's famous arch. Um, Washington Square's park beautiful tree is a sight to behold. See the beautifully lit 45-foot tree throughout the holiday season from 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. daily. Also mark your calendars for Christmas Eve caroling on Friday, December 24th. Wait a minute here. The 24th is a Monday. It's not a Friday. It's not a Friday, it's a Monday, folks. There must be a typo here. And we got the Central Park holiday lights. Um For more than 25 years, the Central Park Conserv- hold on a second. Hold on a second. Central Park Conservancy has been draping the Charles A. Dana Discovery Center in holiday lights, which are illuminated every night during the season. Don't miss the flotilla of trees on the Harlem Mere. Oh boy. Okay, first and foremost, let me see if this is a free event. Let me see. Let me see this shit. Um yes, this is a free event. This is a free event of the Washington Square Park Tree. This is a free event, folks. And for the Central Park Holiday Lights, this is also a free event as well. Um, let's see. Where the hell am I? Oh, and let me see. Where were we? Yes. We're gonna get to, yeah. Right. So we have the Dyker Heights Christmas lights. Um, we have the Gingerbread City at the Seaport, the Gingerbread NYC, the Great Borough Bake Off, the Gingerbread Lane Christmas Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes, NYC's Scandinavian style outdoor spas, um, Nolita Night Market. Um, I'm not even gonna go to the stupid AI shit. Anyway, NYSCI's Big Bubble Experiment, which takes place in the Hall of Science in Queens. Um, and we have the let me see. We have let me see. Um Let me see if we got any stuff. Okay, so we have the AMNH's origami holiday tree. All right, so we got that. Um the Bryant Park Winter Village. We talked about that. Holiday markets. Um we have the ice skating in Central Park. Um Glide at Brooklyn Bridge Park. I already mentioned about the I already already mentioned about Luna Park with Frost Fest, which is going on right now. If you're in the Brooklyn area, you can check that out, and you can get more information in terms of whether there's tickets or whatever, and the prices and stuff. So, and we have Lightscape at Brooklyn Botanical Garden, and this is going through January 1st. Um, and the price ranges from $34 to $39 and $17 to $17 for kids. So there you have it right there. Holiday Express toys and trains from the Journey collection. So you got that from this started from November 24th and it ends through February 24th. And of course, I just talked about this in episode 305 and 312 and on the other stuff. The holiday train show that takes place at Grand Central Terminal. It's it's already going on now and it ends until February 25th, 2024. Make sure you go ahead and get your tickets and stuff and everything else in between. And this is from the Botanical Garden, New York Botanical Garden. Yes, make sure you get your tickets. Let me see if there's any website. Oh boy. Okay. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, Grand Central Terminal. Yes, I'm pretty sure y'all pretty know where that is. So this is 89th East 42nd Street, New York 10017. And of course, you can call at 212-878-0106, and it's $5. And you can check out the Black Bowed hosting website for more information. All right. So, and yes, so the New York Botanical Garden Glow, which is happening right now. So we have the New York Botanical Garden Glow, which is starting right now. So Glow is available to select dates through January 13th. You can get your tickets. So the holiday train show tickets, and this is for $50. Wait, hold on. $54 for adults, $39 for children ages between 2 and 12. Yes. New York Botanical Garden Holiday Train Show, which is going on now, and it goes through January 15th, 2024. Make sure you check out Glow. Make sure you check out the website where you can get your tickets at the New York Botanical Garden website. And yes, so Luminaries at Brookfield Place. It's open daily through January 6th, 2026, between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. So there you have it right there, man. And I will save the rest. I'll save the rest for a future episode for more Christmas stuff. All right. I think I'm gonna wrap up here. Hold on one second. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up right here, right now, man. And this is going to be the very last segment of the day, which is going to be stream choices on the go, man. This is where I tell you where you can actually, you know, follow the podcast, subscribe on every streaming platform and all that other stuff right there. So let's do this. All right. Make sure you follow the podcast on Facebook alongside with Threads. And of course, Instagram, which is off the Meat Rat Chains, and Y, which is also off the Meat Rat Chains New York Avenue podcast, alongside with my other podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, the sports edition show platform that I do, the review show, which is Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, alongside with myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York, and turning your notifications for postings and when I'm going to be on Instagram Live, especially with the Instagram Live videos that I post after I finish recording and everything else in between. So there you have it right there. And if you go to my link tree, of course, if you go to my link tree, right? If you go to my link tree, you're gonna see a whole list of auto streaming platforms in the bio, which says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555. And when you go there, you're gonna see a whole list of streaming platforms for you to listen, stream, and watch. And you can also comment on the gram as well, man. Don't worry. Um, don't worry right there. And listen, man. Um, all right, starting with Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the place for you to listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a debit card or a credit card to download iHeartRadio or any other streaming platform apps that I just mentioned. Of course, you can download these streaming platforms onto your phones, which includes iPhones, Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, laptops, includes um, Apple, Mac, and Dell laptops, which includes Windows. All right. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on iHeartRadio, and and also do the same with the other streaming platforms, which includes YouTube. Make sure you go ahead and grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, alongside with alerts, so you can know when each episode is going to be recording, including the day, the date, and the time. And of course, stay tuned for more video content, including live episode recordings of the podcast. And of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. And of course, shouts to the crew from No Curtains while gaming. You know what I'm saying? And be sure to share the episodes, share the videos alongside with alongside with listening, streaming, and watching the episodes in case you miss any episodes whatsoever. It's all there. Don't worry. And of course, download the episodes, including your favorite episodes, and of course, add the podcast to your favorite playlist, whether it's on Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, um, Castbox FM, Deezer, um, Google Podcasts, Moon FM Podcast, Pocket Cast, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and other streaming platforms wherever you get your podcasts. All right. And tell me what you think about today's topics in this episode in the comments below on the YouTube channel page, and all that great stuff right there, including the Simpsons, which will not be changing its content on wokeness. Fuck the wokeness, man. Anyway, be sure to also tell a friend to another friend. Share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important, and also be sure to um be sure to share the link share the link tree that says link tree slash G Money Stacks 555, along with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you're cool with from work, and everything else in between. And I also want to remind people, um, hold on a minute. Let me remind people, man. You can also follow me on Discord. You can follow me on Discord in case you want to chat with me about your days. I have some sections where you can actually interact with me, you know whether it's about music like hip hop, rap, um, of course, chat with me about your day, how's work, sports, movies, TV shows, video game reviews, and all that other stuff. In between, the only thing I'm not doing is politics. Okay, I'm not doing that. So that's Discord at G Money Stacks 555. All right. Also, if you like to make a charitable donation, you can go to either option, which is Cash App, $ G Money Stacks 555, or my PayPal, which is G Money Stacks Queens, New York. So there you have it right there. All right. You don't need a lot of money to actually show moral support. It's all about doing the best you can on whatever amount of money you choose and desire will be appreciated. So there you have it right there. What else, man? What else I wanted to mention here? Something else I wanted to mention here, actually. Um, yeah. If you like to know some fun activities to do for the week or the weekend, you can check out the two websites, which is www.timeout.com, and also for the people in New York, www.amny.com/things to do for the weekend. And for the timeout website, which is going to be um www.timeout.com/things to do for the week or things to do for the weekend. All right, so there you have it right there, man. All right. Give me a second here. Yes, you can check out the episodes anytime you want on every streaming platforms whatsoever. That's gonna do it for me, man. I'm up out of here. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode 314, um, which is dedicated to Beans Bagels, um, titled Mixtures of Cereal Snacks on Donut Brands, on Donut Bread, excuse me. Um, And by the way, a little bit of fun fact about Beans Bagels. I did see a picture of one of the bagels that has, like, cereals like Fruity Pebbles and all the other stuff. And I thought it was interesting to see. And it's a little weird and in a sense though, but I suggest you try Beans Bagels right there. They got some cool stuff in there. Check out their website, beansbagels.com. And yeah, I'm up out of here, man. Peace and one love. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Christmas and all that great stuff. I hope you're done with your Christmas shopping. I know it can be stressful, especially trying to gain customers if you're entrepreneurs out there. And even though it may be a little slow, don't give up on your goals and dreams. And like I said, man, remember the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it in order for you to get it. All right. So New York wasn't built in a day, and of course, do something that clicks to you, that makes sense. Follow your heart, your goals, your dreams, and of course, be on your P's and Q's on a consistency basis, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. That gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. Don't let anybody stop you from doing what you love. All right. Follow your heart, do what works for you, find your niche, um, be confident in your craft, and do everything that you can to succeed. And, you know, do something that makes you smile. All right. That's it. Peace out, one love. Enjoy your Christmas and everything else in between. I love y'all. Y'all could have listened to any podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to my New York Avenue podcast platform. I truly appreciate y'all for helping me reach over 300 episodes. Now we up to 314 episodes, and I do apologize for not posting any new episodes on streaming platforms. I have to redo episodes 303 and 305, the audio episodes again, so I could post it. So just be patient with me, man. I had a lot going on for myself, so you know what I mean. And I got y'all. Peace out. Good night, everybody. One love. Peace out. Good night, everybody.